What's up, everybody? This is Company Capshaw / Mr. Smiles a Lot and Brandon Kachar / Aviation Expert 314 with another Let's Talk Me LLC audio podcast. Sorry, I'm slurring my words a little bit. I'm kind of tired. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, and I feel you that I'm kind of tired too.
Yeah, it's been a crazy weekend. I turned 33 yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good time. I went took my boy to soccer. And then I went and had a really good workout. And then I went to dinner with some friends and family. Caught up with my friends I haven't seen in a while. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, you said your birthday was 2 days ago?
No, yesterday.
Yesterday. That's funny because my daughter's birthday was actually the day before your birthday, 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, tell her 4. I said happy birthday. 4?
Yeah.
Man, I'm waiting for mine to turn 4. He's about 2.5 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Sorry about the noise in the background, people. It's just
we're just enjoying the wonderful evening out here.
It is pretty nice out. So
after the ugly storm we just had 2 hours ago.
Yeah, as opposed to that storm, right? Yeah. So man, life is funny. I got a lot of things going for me, but at the same time, it's just trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
Like. Oh, I never told you. So, from my PSP, my physical security professional license, for some reason on the website, someone, I guess, somehow hacked their that license, like program only, and they were selling the information online.
Really?
So, yeah, that's not good.
No.
So, apparently I can still register though, but I'd have to become a member, and then I would, sign up for the classes and stuff. I've got my book and all that. But the only reason I guess I'm hesitant is because it's one of those things of where, it's like, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that I also want to keep doing stuff like this marketing stuff. So, example, actually Tuesday, exciting news, as you saw, or the text I sent you, I'm having a testimonial interview with Supplement Superstores.
Yeah.
And they want to talk about how I lost close to almost 100 pounds, and they wanted basically get to know who I am and stuff. I think how they're probably going to do it is they're going to interview me, and then they're going to interview me, and then they're also going to do videos of me working out, which I think is cool.
Wow.
What I think would be awesome is if they did it Hollywood style, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm talking, right, then it pans over real quick to maybe me hit the heavy bag or whatever, plus me hitting the heavy bag in slow motion. But as I'm hitting it, you hear me still talking in the background, and pans back over to me.
Yeah.
Talking to the interviewer. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
Something like that, Yeah, it'll be interesting how they do it. The guy, his name is Nick Pellini. Really cool dude. I've been texting so much I feel like we're actually friends.
Yeah.
The videographer, he's so cool to the point where I'm hey, not to do copyright infringement, but do you mind if I record as well while you're doing your recording? And he's just, just because I want to make sure, I'm not infringing on you. And he literally said to me, why don't I just send you the stuff that I record, and then you can splice it up however you want and edit it however you want to. And I'm like, that's even better. And plus, especially if I'm going to give him credit for it, obviously, just in case, even knowing that he's sending it to me, just in case there's some kind of copyright thing going on with that, which I don't think there will be an issue, but you never know. You've always got to be careful of that stuff when it comes to business, especially when you're dealing with a big time company like Supplement Superstores. I don't want to do anything to put my business in jeopardy or theirs, obviously, and you got to keep it professional. So, I'm gonna keep it professional, but still be fun, be myself, you know what I mean? How I present myself, all the time. Silly, funny, goofy, but, professional, Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if if we're being honest, when we do these things, sometimes we wonder if it'll help us blow up in social media. It might not, but if it does, it'd be cool. If it doesn't, whatever, and actually, soon here, I'm going to be trying to do work with Ugandan African children who are impoverished and they need help. Right. Matter of fact, this is not a paid advertisement or a paid sponsorship, but a little shout out to Andrew's Dream Chasers. Hey guys, if you guys want to really help out with a good cause and help feed and donate to the kids of Uganda and Africa, Please donate to Andrew's Dream Chasers. Go to andrewsdreamchasers.com or Google Andrew's Dream Chasers, and you can donate there. There should be links there. And please give them donations of money, food. They especially need food. So and then also if you want to contact the business down called Someone Cares Africa, and talk to them on Instagram, because that's how I message them best and see what they need, and then see if I can help as well. If you really want to donate to a good cause, they're really impoverished on food and they really need a lot of help. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing is be social media work with them. So when I was at the men's retreat, I ran into this guy named Jackson, a really cool guy. And so Andrew, I feel so bad I can't remember his last name, because I made the post so long ago. But Andrew was a free climber, like rock climber, like professional, and evidently, if I'm correct, he passed away from falling off a rock, doing what he loved, which is evidently sad. Rest in peace, Andrew. But then they created this business called Andrew's Dream Chasers, and they're a donation charity that helps out, people. And I think their main target right now, as far as I know, is Uganda, in Africa.
Yeah.
Right? And then, so on the other side of it, there's a guy named Yusuf, let me see if I can look him up.
Okay.
Actually, do you mind getting on your phone real quick? Because we're recording with my phone.
Yeah, what is it?
Someone, go on your Instagram.
On my Instagram?
Yeah, just so we can, I can look up his name. Someone Cares Africa.
Someone Cares Africa?
Yep.
Is that two, or is that one word?
Yeah, and it's all separate. Someone Cares, and then Africa, right. And here, let me see if I can find the,
this one, right?
That should be it. Yeah, his name is... Kakui. I'm so sorry.
And some numbers for 2023. This is what we did. Thank you for anything.
See, so look at that. They've got like 3,500 hot nutritious meals for 200 plus rural Ugandan orphans.
Oh,
that's actually Jackson. That's the guy I talked to.
Wow.
Or whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna help them out by see these videos that they've got. I'm gonna help them by posting videos like this and doing pictures and putting the link at the bottom and everything like that. I'm just to help them out like that.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get an interview with Jackson and things like that, so that way I can make sure that I really help them out. And the thing is that I'm gonna do it for free for a little while, because I believe in helping, using my business to help others. And eventually at some point I might charge them, but I'm not pursuing that. I mean, I will pursue it at some point, but I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
That, what I'm saying? That's just hey, because don't get me wrong, I do want to get paid, but the thing is that I'm going to do things pro bono for them for a minute, and then I'm going to start charging them to see it, especially if we get really far, and see if how much I can really help them get their name out there and doing what they do. Because even Jackson, the guy who runs Andrew's Dream Chasers, told me that that he's got a great business, but he's just not very good at the social media part of it, or the social media marketing part. And so that's where I feel like I can really help him. So what I'm going to start doing is start taking the pictures that I get sent, and then posting them and putting the link on the bottom, or start taking the videos that I get sent and then posting them and putting the link on the bottom, and saying seminal things, or trying to put out advertisements like I just did like that, or like you just heard me do. Because the thing is that I feel like God, He gives us all different gifts. And I think His gift to me, that He gave me, was to be good at the social media marketing stuff. And is when I was at the retreat, just something drew me to Andrew's Jackson. Well, Andrew's Dream Chasers, but Jackson, the guy, Jackson. I was talking about their booth. I don't know what it was, but I just went right over, started talking to him, found out he's a really cool guy. Got his information, and we started chatting on Instagram, and then finally it was Facebook, and I've been talking to both him and then, like I said, Someone Cares Africa, and I'm just I could really do something with this. There's don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people I could help out, but I'm just saying how impoverished the Ugandan kids really are. It breaks my heart. It does. And the thing is that, man, you want to talk about we have it way too good, and it's not fair. It's really not. Let me put it this way. We should be very lucky and having fortunate that we have these lives, but then we can't take it for granted. Because what I've seen in those videos and in those pictures, that could be us.
Right.
That could be.
I know.
I could still be in Vietnam with an impoverished family who can't take care of me. And that's nothing against them. It's just like, that's how it was. And I'm very lucky that I got adopted to a great family. Obviously, you see the life that I live now. I'm not bragging. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And, I don't think I should be faulted for that. Because...
Well, that could fall under the same for me, for my family too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I've been talking this whole time, man. You go ahead. We haven't seen each other in a while.
Listening.
Yeah. What's up, man? So you go ahead. I'm sorry, I feel rude.
So I know last time we spoke, you and I were talking about putting a business together for security and secondary police and all that, right? How I mentioned that to do secondary police, you have to have a post in the state of Missouri and commission.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to make that happen. I'm looking to get on with the highway patrol. They reached out to me not too long ago.
Okay.
Next month, I'm going to go in to do my assessments to go into the academy for the Highway Trooper Academy.
Okay.
And that's a 6-month academy training course. So once I finish training academy with the Highway Patrol, I'll get commissioned for the State Highway Patrol, and go on with them, and then put in maybe 2 or 3 years or more years of service with them, and then start doing a little bit maybe secondary and put in some secondary experience too, and I can have my commission, my post, and I can start that business together. I could look out for the police section of the company. You can look out for the security part and all that. Because our experience is it'll be equivalent for that. I think it'll be a good combination for it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually funny you say that because I'm definitely going to go for my license. I want to make sure that they take care of that technical issue. Yeah. And not only that, but it's one of those things of where I was having a good conversation with my boss, and he was like, "There's a new director coming." And he was like, the only reason he's been hesitant on trying to maybe have my work paid for my classes because it's nothing against me, but it's like you want to do the social media marketing stuff,
right? And
then you want to do this, then you want to do that. And he was like, it's not that you're wishy-washy. He's just like, you're not really focused on what you want. And I was like, yeah, you know what? If we're being honest, it's not that I'm not focused. It's like, I've got a lot of options.
Yeah.
And that's the issue.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes people think having a lot of options can be good, but sometimes it can turn around on you.
Yeah.
So he's afraid that, and it's nothing against me, but he said he's afraid that if my work ends up paying for my classes, then as soon as something blows up with my social media, I'm going to end up ignoring that and then stop going for it. And then so he's basically wasting his money on me.
Right.
And he does. It's not that he doesn't trust me. It's just he wants to make sure that I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of where. Okay, we're good. So it's one of those things of where. I want to wait. Not wait, but I'm still looking and studying the book. Mm-hmm. But as he actually said to me, if you want to, you should pay for the classes yourself. So that way, you can feel more responsible. Like you have something you're fighting for. So it's your responsibility. It was like if you pay for the classes yourself and your membership yourself, then you hold yourself more accountable, and it'll actually give you more of a drive to fight for it. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. You kind of have a point. You know what I mean? Because it's not that. Again, it's not that I wouldn't be. Let me put it this way: I would be very appreciative, and I know I'd fight hard for my license, but for some reason I feel like if I did pay for myself, it'd make me fight even harder for it. It's a weird psychology thing, man. I don't get it.
It is. Well, that's no different than going into the police academy too, because there's 2 ways you can get in. You can go in as an open recruitment voluntarily,
right?
Or you can go in as a scholarship or internship, where the department will hire you. They pay for your uniforms, your books, tuition, and all that. Mm-hmm. But see, that's the thing. If I don't want to go in as a scholarship or intern because then I feel like I'd be taking advantage of them, and that's just not who I am.
Right.
I want to feel like you said, I want to fight for it. I want to feel like I actually earned it. I want to actually I want to be. I want to go in on my own terms. I want to go on my own terms. Put my hard work to it. I want to be able to earn it.
Right.
I want to feel like that I actually worked hard for it too.
Mm-hmm.
And not only with that too, but I can also pick and choose any department I want to go to after I pick up my commission too. Mm-hmm. Going in as an open recruitment, you have that capability and eligibility to go to any department after qualified training.
Okay. Yeah. So when I get this license, I would be board certified. Like that's not just he's got a security license. I would actually be a security professional. Like I could go to any security business, work with anybody I wanted to. I could create my own business, hire anybody I wanted to, run things how I want to do it, have my own rules. Like I could literally, like that'd be awesome. I could work with other maybe help out my old security business I used to work for Kevin and Jeff. Maybe help them out with like managerial stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe do a shift with them every now and then. But then like to help them out with like making sure people get to work on time, making sure people hold themselves accountable, making sure they're clocking in, making sure they're writing their reports, making sure they're being honest about their reports. Right. You know how that goes.
And that's the thing too about doing secondary police. That's the thing about doing secondary police in the state of Missouri too. Being able to hold a Missouri Post Commission. You could do secondary anywhere in the state you want to do, where they're short on officers, or they're short on police staffing, or even security. That's what secondary police is for. Yeah, they're there to provide that extra coverage.
And not only that, but if I show a license as board certified physical security professional, and it sounds like professionals of physical security and assets, people will be like, yeah, I want to hire this guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, come on, like. Yeah, and I'm learning a lot from the book already because I'm already doing what I do at work, which is awesome. And so we have a new director, and apparently he was the police officer, or like the security / correction. Oh, not correction. He was a police officer / what's the other word? Peace officer, you want to call it, I guess, for Webster Groves. And then he went off to go be a commissioner of like Webster Groves Police. And then he retired, I guess. And then now he wants to become now he's the new director of where I work, which I think is cool. And from what I've seen so far, he seems like a cool guy. He seems really nice, There was a funny article that I read of him. I saw him getting a pie in the face, and he was laughing his butt off about it, and he's got a real nice smile in his picture, so I'm like, okay, he might not be a jerk. He might be a good guy to work with. So I'm not too worried about it. And let's be honest, it's nothing against him, and I don't know him, right?
Right.
But they do say there's a whole stipulation of they say, ex-police don't make good security, and security don't make good police. It's not that they don't. It's just that we know what we're good at, and they know what they're...
So they said ex-police doesn't make good security,
and security wouldn't make good police. And here's the thing: it's not. I don't believe that because what it is, I think we know what we're good at, and it's not that we're afraid to go. It's not we're not afraid that we're afraid to go past what we're good at. We're just like we want to stay comfortable in the realm of what we know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to do secondary police, right? But that's still technically security, right? Yeah. That's not really. It is police, but
secondary police is security, but with police powers, police title. Right. You still have your full police powers.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
You're limited to it.
Yeah, no, exactly. And see, with my license, I would have full security powers, except the thing is that, like, I would be, like I said, I would be board certified, so, like, I don't know if I could do whatever I wanted necessarily. I wouldn't be like a cop, but I'd be like, I would be a security professional, so I could just, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. But so like I can tell it's probably gonna take me a while to get it. It's gonna be not easy, but at the same time, it's gonna be worth it.
See, that's like the same thing with the park rangers too. Over at Hardwork Park. So they're unarmed security, right? But if you have a post commission in the state of Missouri, then you have the capability to go armed and hold police powers. But that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to go for.
Speaking of which,
speaking about that. I'm going to be going back on with the Rangers division at Target Park too.
Nice.
I'm so sad because the original chief, he retired. He was a pretty fun guy, cool guy. I really liked him too. He helped me with a lot of things and helped me get through hard and tough situations that I need to get through. But I'm hoping maybe one of the Ranger leaders at Target Park, I'm hoping they would probably offer him the chief's position because he would make a really good chief.
Yeah. I think you talked about that last time we had a podcast. Yeah. Sounds like a nice guy.
Because him and I work really good together, locking up buildings, securing buildings, taking care of the animals and stuff. I mean, we're pretty good about, working, doing our duties together and stuff.
Right. Right. So you're not at the prison anymore. So you're doing gas station and like empty parking lot security, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of a hard way to describe it. I just call it secondary police.
Gotcha.
That's what I call it, because majority of them are all off-duty police officers, retired police officers doing secondary PD work.
Okay, there you go. Sweet. Yeah. Man, do you feel safer with that vest I let you borrow?
It's a good vest. I can't say it's the best of all, but it's a pretty good vest.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, trust me. I can tell that.
I will admit, I do have a little bit of regrets getting rid of the vest that I had before.
Oh yeah, no. It's just anything's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And the fact that it came from a retired police captain that I know that or it was my friends or my friend's bud. I can't remember. Anyway, that's not. I mean, and it was free. I mean, shoot, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna. I think now I don't know. Speaking of the new director, they might push for us to be armed, or they might push.
That's what I was hoping for Tar Grove Park too. When they hired a new chief ranger, maybe that they could change it and make us go armed.
Yeah. Or what I like to push for, at least, is to give us handcuffs, even if they're the plastic handcuffs. Like, sure, plastic.
Not even plastic handcuffs, but
it's better than nothing.
Plastic wrist restraints.
Yeah, like that's better than nothing.
That's what we carry at corrections too.
Yeah. Zip ties, anything.
Yeah, zip ties. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
They call them plastic wrist restraints.
Right. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm getting at the I would like to push for. Here's the thing, because of policies and because of how the parents who donate, obviously tuition and whatnot. That was a cool motorcycle. I don't know how they would feel about us being armed. So I feel like I should at least push for pepper spray.
Right.
Yeah. And see, what county wants or has, because, when it did security, I carried Sabre, I think county was okay with Sabre, that brand.
Yeah, because that's the thing. County, city, they're all for it. It's just based on the approval of the corporate and
you're right. No, definitely,
itself.
Yeah. Like, shoot, even when I was doing, armed security for deer breaks, I ran everything by Jeff, and Kev was like, can I carry this? And yeah, you can do this, you can wear that. It was kind of cool. If you remember, they kind of let me, they don't let you do what you want, but as long as there's a regulation of, within the confines of being a security professional and looking professional, they were yeah, you can basically wear what you want, but you still have to have your uniform. That's
the same way with Metro Public Safety where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
because he's really the same as Jeff and Kevin.
They didn't really care if you had your baton. They say there's a right way, correct way to have your baton, and then your mace, and then your gun, and then your firearm, and then if you have a taser, blah blah blah. They didn't care where you had a place on your belt, if whatever. That's what I mean by they kind of let you wear what. So you had to look professional, but as long as you wore what you had, they didn't really care if it was in proper placement or not.
Exactly.
And that's what I liked about they were chill on that.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, man, when I have my firearm, most people have it down here. I had mine right next to my hip, because here's the thing. I know this is, maybe quicker because, but the thing is that you have to extend your arm. If I'm right here, and if my hand's already right here, all I got to do is just go like that. Because it's at my hip, you know what I mean? So I don't have to reach far.
I was just about to say, I have long arms, so I was thinking about going for the thigh holster.
Thigh holster?
Yeah.
Okay. I got short arms, so I think that's why I like it more closer to my hip, right there at my waist. You know what I mean? I'm different, though.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about going for the thigh holster for my Glock 17.
What I would like to get is, don't get me wrong, pepper spray is nice, but I would like to get to the pepper spray gun, the Burner or Bryna brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's non-lethal. You actually don't need to get it registered. You don't need a license for it.
Oh, it's legal.
It's legal. You can literally carry that Bryna around in public anywhere. And
it's legal. It's
even the cops can't even do anything. You can have it on your hip, and it's a
just
pepper.
Don't have it.
It's a pepper spray gun. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's legal. 100% legal.
Yeah. And so, and it incapacitates your assailant for up to 30 minutes. Yeah. Even if you hit the wall behind him and that spreads on him, it's gonna dude. Yeah. I think they said it shoots up to 60 to 100 feet. Don't get me wrong, pepper spray is nice, but the problem is, as you know, there's a limit to how far it can go. Yeah. If you have a projectile, way better. So I'm going to push for the Burna, whatever brand name it is, pepper spray gun and handcuffs. I would like to do that. I think, and honestly, for a not for a private, institution. I almost said establishment that I work for.
It's a campus.
I think county would be like, yeah. And to be honest with you, all the people I talk to say to me all the time, I'm surprised you don't have anything on you at all. I'm like, I know, and nothing ever really happens, but you never know. And they say, especially in security, especially on a campus, it's not a problem till it's a problem, right?
At Targo Park, we carry tasers.
Tasers. See, that would be better than nothing. I mean, shoot. Yeah, actually, that is better than nothing. What do you mean that would be better than nothing? No, that is better than nothing. Oh, man.
We carry tasers. We basically carry everything except none.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to push for us to carry firearms.
Honestly, it's not that I don't want a firearm, but I think I would personally actually feel safer with a pepper spray gun around where I work. I don't think I would. It's not that I wouldn't feel safe with a firearm. It's just like because there's little people around, and from the little grade all the way up. Yeah. What I'm getting is that in just me walking around. I mean, what if I actually knock into a door and it goes off or something, and there's someone standing behind me and I shoot their foot off.
Yeah.
Like, that's hypothetical, but still. So what I'm getting at is if I had an accident, I'd rather be with a pepper spray gun than an actual firearm. I don't need you. I'm going to be calling you like, Brandon, come visit me in the hospital. Why? I shot my foot off. And they're like, oh, no. It's not that. And honestly, even if they do let us, I would like to just refresh myself. I would like to do a gun and safety course. At least take like a few. Get certified in that because like once you let me put this way, you only have to take one, and then they give you a certification paper and being like, hey, this guy's certified. Like, it's just to show that like you actually give a crap and you care. But what I'm saying is that if you do it a few times and like every time you do, don't you get a new not license but a new certification proving that you did it?
Yeah.
I'd like to do it at least 3 times before I went back to armed, just to make sure I really got it down and make sure I don't actually do anything dumb, and maybe get over my jitters of shooting someone. Because I mean, put it this way though, and that's the other thing. It's not. I don't want to take anyone's life. As much as I like to fight, as much as I like to practice guns and weapons and hand-to-hand combat and all that, I really don't want to take anyone's life. But if I had to, fire a projectile at someone, I don't think I'd be nervous at all to shoot a pepper spray ball versus an actual bullet. Because I know I'm not going to kill the person unless I, aim for their throat or something and it explodes in their mouth and they start choking on the powder or something. That's a different story. But I'm not doing that. I'm aim for their chest or something. I'm not... I'm not a jerk. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. I would much rather hit them with a ball of pepper spray than an actual bullet because I don't want to. You know what I mean, man? It's... At the end of the day, even if I was in my right to do so, that's still taking someone's life.
It is. I
don't know if I could live with that. Right. And that's why, even when I was doing armed security, did I feel more protected? Sure, but I felt really weird about it. I'm not afraid. It's so wishy-washy, the feeling on it. You know exactly what I mean, man.
I know.
It's because you're armed. You are standing in a gas station with a gun on you. You're like, okay, I feel like I'm protecting the community, but I really hope I don't ever have to shoot at anyone or get into a gunfight. It's like you want to be, Mr. Head Honcho guy, but at the same time, you don't want to, you just don't want anything to happen.
Right. There are situations, too, where there's been shootouts in the area, and I would have to prepare to do a shootout.
Just in case they came your direction. Yeah.
I just don't want to do that, though.
Like one of those situations where, what is that called? Like a code red 9 or something, where the police actually contact all armed security police. It doesn't matter what precinct, doesn't matter what company you work for, where you all have to jump in to help the police during a giant shootout or something. There's a code for that. There's a name for it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, I can't think of what it is.
Hopefully that never happens.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're at the gas station, the next thing you know, you get a call on your radio, because if I'm correct, the police can get on security radios somehow. I don't know how they do it. Even if they're not with your department, and they'll be like, "Hey, we need all our security to come do a shootout down at 3 gas stations down. Oh, Nick,
I know what you're trying to say, because
like,
our chief ranger was telling me a story one time about when we had the shooting at the Galleria that one time.
Yeah.
They even dispatched park rangers over there too.
Wow.
Yeah. He was saying the same thing too. I can't remember what the code was though, but he was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Park rangers. Wow.
Yeah. St. Louis County Park Rangers. They dispatch county park rangers too. Because
since it's close by, I'm
Yeah.
surprised they didn't have Tillis Park Rangers come over too. That surprises me.
I think it was Tillis Rangers.
Really?
I think it was.
Wow.
Because they're county rangers. That's their headquarters.
Yeah.
Because I just know he did say that they did dispatch county rangers, so I imagine they came from Tillis Park.
Probably, actually. Those are the closest. Well, yeah. Those are the parks, but they don't have armed officers there. Like, Tillis is like the only one around Brentwood.
Same thing happens in the city, too.
Yeah.
There's a shootout somewhere in the city, they dispatch city rangers, too.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I still think that one of the scariest moments I remember hearing about is that guy who ran into Champ Sporting Goods and shot the cashier in the face for no reason.
I think that was the one.
Gosh, like, what?
Yeah, that was the one.
Obviously, and I don't even think they took anything. I think they just shot him and left. So, clearly, they had an issue with it, more like there's some beef, or I don't know. That's terrifying, though. Like,
yeah, well, I know it is.
Yeah. By the way, sorry to those who were wondering why I sounded like I was really close to the mic. Then got away. I'm actually doing it, and my legs kind of itchy, so I'm scratching. So that's why I'm really close. And now I'm backing up.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's it going with this? I don't know, man. It's just we live in a scary world. I just hope you stay safe. And as you know, obviously I'm staying safe.
Yeah.
In my own ways. I just hope nothing bad ever happens to you. Shoot. Yeah, man. I mean, I just feel like I said.
Yeah, because if I could just get my post certificate and commission through the state of Missouri or in St. Louis County, and if that's the case, then I could try to push up to get armed at Targo Park.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm trying to push for. Because I've been trying to push it for a while.
Right.
But they're just so strict about it.
I get it. I mean,
like during the day, I can understand when there's kids and stuff. At nighttime, though,
You gotta think of the municipality.
Yeah.
You gotta think about the jurisdiction. You gotta think about the jurisdiction of what the police have versus what they want security to have, because that can work against you.
Right.
You gotta think about the policies and the regulations of what the people around you or who you work for, what company you're working for allows.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many loopholes. You're right. That's the problem. You would think like everyone would be on the same page about certain things, but they aren't. And I get it, but it's like, why? Like, why can't?
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All these universities in the city are all armed, and I just don't see why they can't, I mean, heck,
even at WashU, they got a security thing where, I don't know if you know, but those giant, cylinder things will, come up out of the ground to, stop people from, running away or, from their,
No, I know.
a vehicle or, stealing a bike or something. It, helps prevent them from, not even if it's on the bike thing, to go around it, but still, the fact that those things pop up out of the ground is whoa,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when they do, alarms are going off and all that. I mean, that's security. That's not just,
Yeah, they're actual public safety.
Yeah. It's not that I don't appreciate what I do. It's just sometimes I feel like my
See, that's the thing. I just feel like because these universities, they're what's a way to describe it? These universities, they all have public accessible. They're accessible to the public, and so is the park, which makes sense for the park rangers to be armed.
Well, here's what's scary. Is that where I work is pretty much open. Yes, it's private.
Yeah.
But you have no idea how many times you see people running around.
Yeah.
Running around on their bikes.
Yeah.
Working out, doing stuff. I'm just like, are they supposed to be here? I don't know. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. It's gotten bad enough to the point to where I told you this before, but people treat it like a dog park to the point to where if they don't have the dog on the leash, especially if they don't do it a few times, we have to warn them that they're going to call the police. And we even have ordinance codes now on fences where it says no dogs off leash allowed in fenced area.
Right.
And people still do it, and it's gosh. Because
the park just has so many local ordinances and so many codes that it's wow.
So, like I said, because of how we might be private, and you can't get in unless you have a code or unless you have a key card, obviously, or unless someone stupidly lets someone in, unless they know that actual person, we know that person. I feel like that because of how open the campus is, and otherwise, regardless of that, I feel like that's why we should be armed with pepper spray gun and handcuffs.
Yeah.
And would go as far as to give us body armor? Maybe. I don't know.
See, we can have body armor, but for now, it's provided at our cost.
Yo, you know what I think is crazy? Speaking of which, the fact that at we used to do security there, so you know how crazy this is. At the fact that at the Frontenac Mall, security, they give them a very good tactical professional looking body armor vest.
Oh, I know.
But
Galleria has it too.
But nothing on their belt, and I'm like, where's the I understand that, but if I were an assailant and I wanted to come in and I saw that guy and I saw that, I'd be like, oh, this guy. I would immediately assume this guy's got a gun, and if I had one, you think in that. If I had that mindset to do that, okay, not saying that I do, you think I won't start blasting at that security officer? I don't care because that vest gives that away.
Yeah.
I know they got cops there too, but what if he's like standing there around the door? Some crazy person comes into Nordstrom Street. Well, what's that side one?
Yeah. See, I always thought that was stupid how they can wear armor, but they don't have
nothing
any
on their belt
devices,
at all whatsoever. I'm like. Okay, what's the point? Like, you look like I'm ready to go, but you're not ready to go. You're ready to be a target. Right. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Honestly, body armor or not, firearm or not, whether that's projectile, pepper spray or an actual projectile firearm, handcuffs or not, I kind of hope that for some reason, and I know they want us to be seen, but I hope we can switch to a darker uniform. Because if something bad does happen, if an assailant does come onto campus and they do have a firearm, we're going to be the first ones to be seen. I mean, I know the other, grounds workers and the people, they got to wear that too, but that's because we're always constantly around campus as well. But I mean, people need to see them so that, people let their dogs off the leash, they don't let their dogs get run over or something like that, or just in general, whatever, but I wish we could have darker uniforms so that way if we had to, I know we're supposed to let the police handle things, but if we're close enough to maybe stop or protect the area of where if we need to stop someone, we can sneak up on them without being seen because we want to have a bright bumblebee shirt on that we do right now.
Right.
I like the shirt. Don't get me wrong, but it's so hey, look at me.
Right.
It feels like I'm doing Metro security.
It does.
Metro Link. Yeah. I mean, not like the Metro.
You guys,
work,
you guys look like Galleria Frontenac security.
Yeah.
With those shirts on, you guys got.
That's.
Yeah. See, vice versa, the uniforms we have at the park, we just have the standard tan and green shirt and pants.
Yeah. Got some people walking by.
Yeah.
Don't want to be too loud because I want to get interrupted. Anyway. But yeah, no, man, we always talk about security on this podcast. You want to talk about something else, or?
If I could think of anything.
I know,
Yeah.
Because, well, there's so much wrong with the world, and I just don't want to get into it, because, I don't want to make anyone mad or upset.
I know, neither do I. And I've got some things going on in my life, but I'm not going to put it out there.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to put on our personal stuff. It's because people that do especially in the podcast. Good for them. They're, good for them for being brave like that.
Yeah.
But it's like you're risking so much when you do.
Right.
And it's not that, okay, it's like I was saying in my advice videos, like, I found a way to do and post what I want and say what I want without getting in backlash because I don't try to be non-controversial.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm untouchable, right? Mm-hmm. But because of how I do things, I'm kind of untouchable because no one can really say anything negative about me or bad anything because it's like, well, this guy doesn't come off as a bad guy or a jerk because I don't want to.
Right.
I don't talk about, again, I know I repeat myself, politics, anything controversial. I don't go after anyone. I don't, say anything bad about, people beefing on social media. I don't bring up any of that because, like, there's no point. Like, do I look at it? Do I watch it? Yeah. Do I laugh at it? Sure. Do I coincide with some stuff? Sure. Do I feel bad for a lot of it? Yeah, of course I do.
Right.
But, like, why would I get on my podcast to talk about, oh, hey, did you hear about this rapper talking about this rapper? Or did you hear about this rumor about this person? Or did you hear about the... people know it. Who, like... I just don't care to do it.
I don't
There's no, like, why would I want to? Why would I want to bring negativity and hatred towards what I do? Makes you know what I mean? Like,
it just, it's crucial and it's just cruel. That's, if I could think of another way to say it. I'm probably going to come off like a rear end if I do.
Yeah. So like I said in my, my advice video, where I was talking about ways to avoid fireworks, ways to avoid controversy. I said, we live in a world now for today where for some reason people live on hatred, and it might give you that 30 seconds of fame, or it might make you famous, but it makes you famous for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
I say it a lot, I repeat myself a lot, but I just say a lot of the same things because it's true. Like a lot of my advice videos might sound like a lot of the same stuff, or I might come back full circle to like something I might have said before, or whatever, or have a reflection of what I said in the past.
Yeah.
But that's only because it's true to me because I've been through it. It's true to me because I've experienced it. It's true to me because I've done my research on it. I've done my studies on it. I've done my, I put my heart into it, or whatever in general. I'm not. I'm not trying to be fake with people because I don't want to have anything to show others that I'm fake.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to do that because I would end up hating myself if I did. That wouldn't be me, and it wouldn't be who I am, and I wouldn't like me for who I am if I did that. And that's just... That's why, again, if this supplement super source thing blows me up, if this Ugandan thing blows me up, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. I'm still going to do what I do because I love it, and no one's going to stop me.
Right.
And I don't see any reason to stop because... Like I said, I think I'm making a difference in some people's lives. They might not comment me or not comment on my stuff. They might not, this is like a happy birthday thing or whatever. Or, they might not say like, oh, thanks, you changed my life or blah, blah, whatever inspired me. But like the fact that I even get views or likes, that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
That means I made a little bit of difference in someone's life in some way.
Right.
And that's all I care about.
Right.
And people want that instant fame, and like I said, if I get famous from this, cool. If I don't, it's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine, like, again, if I blow up, cool, but like, I don't think I want paparazzi following me around. Taking pictures is a very little thing that I do.
Right.
And if they did, I'd probably mess with them. I'd probably just have my finger up my nose the whole time, just like, just making funny faces and stuff, or like, like maybe having my leg in there like I'm always farting or something, just to have fun with them, what I'm saying? But like that innocent fun, I wouldn't like flip them off or make obscene. Okay, I'd make obscene faces, but they'd be funny faces. It wouldn't be like mean faces, like if I did, I would have fun with it. I'd mess with them a little,
right?
You know what I mean? So they'd be like, oh, here's the guy. If anything, that probably made me more popular. Like, here's the guy who's actually nice to the paparazzi. It's like, no, I'm not being nice. I'm just being silly to get you away from me, but also let you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you get to me with your craziness by showing you my craziness.
Right.
But by being funny with it and not mean with it or not being a jerk with it. Like,
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's how I'd handle it.
Yeah.
I mean, would it get annoying? Sure. Would I get mad about it every now and then? Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, duh. I mean, I would try. I don't think I would actually like lash out or start smacking paparazzi in the face or be like, "Get away from me!" Or, you know, like
right,
or doing anything crazy like that.
right.
Yeah, man. Well, anyway, it's almost 9:30. I've got to work tomorrow. Thank God it's Memorial Day. Someone's going to be there, so I've got nothing to do. But then I'm off Tuesday, which is nice. Then I've got to work, unfortunately, the rest of the week after the next 2 weeks, and then we've got summer camp starting, and the sports camp, so that'll be fun.
Oh wow.
It's not that bad. So yeah, the 2 weeks is nothing. For the first 2 weeks after everyone's out, it's pretty nice.
Right.
So I should probably get going soon. You got anything else you want to say or talk about? Are you good?
No, I think I'll save the rest for the next one.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, well, hey, fist bump. If anyone can't see, we just did a fist bump because we're friends. What? Yeah. Anyway, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming on. Thanks for doing this podcast. It's always a great talking. Yeah, it's always great talking to you, man. All right, everyone. Well, this has been Coburn C. Capshaw, as Mr. Smiles a Lot, and aviation expert through and for / Bandit Kachar with another Let's Talk Me to LLC podcast, audio podcast, excuse me. If you need a market advertiser, and if you live in St. Louis, or if you need a martial arts coach, if you need any help with any type of marketing or advertising, please let me know. I love you all. Please like, subscribe, and share. Download my podcast. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time.